our species. To quote Darwin, that we are from apes. Charles Darwin, a great theorist, and he said that we were from the evolution of apes. I also have a theory. He was correct, but I also have a theory. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not chimpanzees. They are not gorillas. They are not apes. They are humans. Like you and me, who have adapted in places all over the world. The Dominican Republic of Congo, where the gorillas' habitat is, which is very protected, and rightly so. They're highly protected species now because they're endangered species. They, ladies and gentlemen, they are not apes. They are humans who've adapted to their surroundings and for their survival process. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we do not die. The body dies. You pass on through your genetics. The body is a protective shell for the male sperm. The body is a protective shell for the female eggs. Through procreation, which should be done very lovingly and gently, we pass on to the next generation our genetics. We have evolved. It's 2013 going into 2014, and the great future awaits us and the future generations which are part of us. Someone in your family tree will create life. Treasure every second. Live in the now. And try and plan ahead. And watch the squirrels as well. The squirrels store away for the winter, so the humans take note. Store away for the winter, so you're prepared for that season. That's a tip. This is the mathematics. This is part of Project IQ. I will now check the time on this. There is 5 minutes remaining. This is part of a series of folders for Project IQ. This is another project that I just want to make a recording of. I'm a mathematician. I designed the coded phone. It's my example of the Enigma machine, but it will not be used for military. It will be used for a private place where all this data will be put in time capsules and decoy time capsules, and it will be preserved for a year as a trial basis, and then we'll preserve time capsules for 5 years, for 10 years, and then we'll design a time capsule that will be preserved for 100 years to protect this data and equipment. So in the future generations from now will find this data and know that we designed a backup survival plan and some formula for the future survival of the human race. This is a part of a machine that I've designed, which is a coded mobile phone called the Ghost Phone, or the Illusion Machine, the Mirage Machine, the Enigma Machine, but it's not, it's a coded mobile phone and a coded laptop, but it's not going to be used for military or anything like that. It's used for the security process of a place, which will store this data for good. That's a drawing of the mobile phone. If you know like Egyptian hieroglyphs, it's like paintings and drawings and shapes. It's similar to that for me to explain, but it's all like shapes and dots and dashes, like Morse code type thing. So only people with a high IQ, we all have high IQs, but only people who've kind of studied it and got the key to it can make it work. This is also the code machine that I designed. That's the blueprint sketch of a coded keypad for a computer, laptop computer. It's coded, and there'll be a sister code computer, and they can communicate through coded computers, but it won't be used for military. That's not why I designed it. I designed it for for the security process, which will have laser beams and CCTV and all the high-tech gadgets and stuff. You know, it'd be great. And censored floor pads and all things like that. Yeah, to protect the time capsule for in the future, and the individuals who will be there to go and work on that project will be chosen from bookshops and libraries. They'll be chosen from libraries because it's a place I spent a lot of time in. I love the library. It's full of everything you need, all the information you can think of, and there's usually a little shop near the library where you can get things that you want. It's kind of a geeky thing to say, but you know, I was the geeky kid who grew up to be the geeky man. I love life, I love people, and I'm a very positive person. I was a great achiever, you know, as a prefect, and you know, I did politics. I was the geeky kid who did politics at like 13 years old, wrote to governments at like 14 years old, and issues of transport. You know, I was that type of kid. You know, there was no kid like me. I was that type of kid. You know, never really did sports. I did more library stuff. You know, did some stuff, but I was that type of person. But it's not about me. It's not about. I'm not the product. ZXI is the corporate corporation. It's not it's a private corporate corporation which I designed, which will be security department. So I want to go through very quickly. And the people who work for this corporation, they'll be chosen from libraries, and yes, they'll be deeply brilliant IQs, very caring, very deep, very good individuals who do many good projects. This is a small book of certain charities, haven charities and certain things that we're going to set up, and that's going to do good causes. ZXI is not a charity, it's a private corporate business, but we will have a department that will set up certain organisations because we feel that we can do something, revamp some projects to help people who need it. So we'll do our thing like that. But ZXI is a private corporation, and this is Project IQ. I'm a mathematician, Zach Kitt. Stay positive, anything's possible, never give up. Yes, stay positive, anything's possible, never give up. This is the future survival of the human race, which will be vaulted. 195 countries with the mathematical sum and formula, doubled figure. The others are recorded. This is the doubled sum and figure. Stay positive. Project IQ was successful.